Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. I don't know what time zone you're in, but this is a time zone of gratitude, love, and self-discipline. Welcome to my channel where I am Ariana Ray, and today starts the third week of the Endomorph challenge. Woo, woo. I just want to thank and welcome all those who have been carrying on through this challenge and all those who are new. And this is your first time on my channel. Welcome. I am so beyond grateful to have you. So today we will get into the results of the first and second week, the workouts that I did for the first and second week, and we will also get into the high and lows of the high and lows, pun intended. Therefore, before we start, we want to make sure that we command our day. We are clothed in strength and dignity. We remain in a state of stability and security, and we rejoice knowing that the future is bright. Let's get into this video. I wasn't going to start off with the results because I want to make sure you guys get through the whole video, but let's give a victory report. So starting of week 1, I weighed 216 pounds. After the first week, I lost about 4.4 pounds, I believe. I went down to 211.6 pounds. And then after week 2, I went down to 211.2 pounds. And in terms of my measurements, my bust went from 33.5 to 33. My arms left and right went from 13 and 13.5 to 12.5 and 13. My upper waist went from 34 and it stayed at 34. And my lower waist went to 38 and 3/8 to 37. And my hips and glutes went from 47 to 46 or 8 because you can't control where you lose weight. I'm gonna try to smile through that. And my upper thigh went from 27.5 to 24.5, and my lower thigh went from 21.5 and 22 to 21.5. So that being said, I did lose weight and I did reduce in inches.
Oh, go crazy, yeah! Go stupid, go crazy, ah!
So you're probably wondering, 80% is nutrition, but what did you do about that 20%? The workouts I did was plyometrics and resistance training. I really have been doing a lot of jump roping for my warm-ups, and I feel that jump roping is very effective because I feel stronger when I do my HIIT circuits. So I've been building up. So at first I was doing about 1 minute of jump roping, and I would do about 4 sets of that. Then I moved up to 2 minutes and did 4 sets of that, and now I'm at 2:30. And so sometimes I do 2:30 and 3 sets of that, or I'll just do 5 minutes of straight jump roping, which has really helped with my cardio endurance. That being said, my HIIT workouts, when I'm doing them, it's not as stressful on my body as it used to be. So if you want to try jump roping, I strongly encourage that. And my HIIT workouts, I did all the workouts I try to avoid on a daily basis. I hate burpees, I hate push-ups, and I really am not the biggest fan of jump squats. And that's what I did. I did a lot of plyometrics, a lot of high jumps, and I did them in 1 circuit, but I did them in 5 sets. And so I would time them. So for example, I would do 45 seconds of jump squats, 15-second rest. And then I would do 45-second burpees, 10-second rest. And then I would do 45-second burpee into push-up into jump squat for 45 seconds. And I would keep going each set. And in between sets, like once I would finish off, like if I did those back to back, in between that set and the next set, I would only rest for 1 minute just to keep my heart pumping. Because remember, we are trying to increase our metabolism and we're trying to cut fat. So that is what I did. Those are the exercises I did. In terms of building your own workout plan for this Endomorph diet, make sure that you warm up for at least 5 to 8 minutes, or you stretch. After you stretch, maybe do a core workout for about 5 minutes. Don't overdo it, and then get into your plyometrics. On some days, I would do resistance training to build muscle. Majority days, I did resistance training after plyometrics, but for those your body's going to be tired after plyometrics, believe it or not. So even if you want to engage, weights while you're doing the HIIT workout, feel free to do so. But that is what I did in terms of the exercises. Getting into the highs and lows, I think by the way, I'm reading through my notes from my journal. Getting into the highs and lows, I really want to go over my lows first and then my highs. And I also want to go over the meal plan, because you guys saw what I ate for week 1. And I'm not going to really show you what I ate for week 2, because week 2 is similar to week 1. The only changes I made was on my low carb days, I ate a bigger amount of tofu, because like I said, tofu is really high in protein and I wanted to be more satiated because week 1 I was hungry. But other than that, I didn't really change much. Also, for my low carb day, instead of eating wheat thins and hummus, I had mangoes. So that was really ultimately the things that changed. And in terms of my calorie intake, this is week 1, and then this is week 2. That's basically the calorie changes since I've lost weight. The amount of calories I consume to lose more weight went down. Anyways, to move on, I'm just going to start with the lows of what I experienced. And when I say lows, I mean my thorns of this Endomorph challenge for the past 2 weeks. So, in all transparency, there were some days where I was hungry. I don't think I was getting in enough protein because I would be hungry and I would want to eat more. So that being said, I was hungry some days, and what did that result to? I fell for temptation. I was given the opportunity to eat some processed starches, and I took that opportunity and overdid it. I'm just being honest, and like I said in the beginning, my results from week 1, I was very strict, so I stuck to everything. Week 2, I did a little bit of splurging, and I believe that's why I lost 0.4 pounds, because I overdid it. But it's okay, because I did still lose weight, and I still think this is good. I think that's all the lows, actually, just the hungry and overdoing it. Now let's get into the highs. The highs are, this is the most consistent weight I've ever lost. Honestly, I'm not going to lie to you, I got on the scale nervous because I was just like, bro, what if it goes up? Because that's what it does, it'll go down and then up. But I'm just grateful because the last 2 weeks, it's a small victory, but it's a big one for me. For the last 2 weeks, it went down. And so I'm grateful for that. That's definitely a high. Writing out how I'm feeling and writing what I'm eating and planning everything out really helped me to stay consistent and really helped me to forgive myself. Because if you don't know me, I can tell you I'm very hard on myself. And this process really helped me to just forgive myself and move on and then start the next day as a new day, and to also learn like what works for me and what really doesn't. Like I realized on my hard carb days, I wasn't getting enough protein. That's why I was so hungry. So let me make those alterations now instead of continuously falling into a downward pendulum.
What? Bro, what are you talking about?
And so, I don't even know if that was a word, but yeah. Another high for me is I was able to also be aware of my triggers, and I grew in self-discipline with my affirmations, writing them out. I'm honestly really grateful for this challenge because it's not just a physical thing, but it's a mental thing, and I'm learning to engage my affirmations more often. I literally wrote on my water bottle 2 Timothy verse 1-7, because after those 2 days where I splurged, I had to read that scripture that says, God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a well-balanced, self-disciplined mind. And that being said, after that, I was offered the opportunity to eat more starches and to engage in more unhealthy foods, and I turned them down. And I stopped eating after 8, which is new for me, and I'm very proud of that. So that is my highs and lows of this 30-day Endomorph challenge. In terms of expectations for week 3, I need to have more self-discipline. That's why I have my army fatigue on. Self-discipline all week 3, and awareness. So yes, stay tuned for week 3. I'm very happy at what this journey is taking me. I'm grateful because it actually works, and I would love for you to share your progress, how you're feeling, or any questions that you may have concerning this 30-day Endomorph challenge. That comes to the conclusion of this video. Thank you so very much for joining me today. I'm beyond grateful, and I just hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your day, that you can continue to command your day every single day for yourself. And lastly, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. God bless you. Be safe on this journey, and always know that no matter who you are, where you are special, you are called to a purpose, and you're walking in it right now. The Command Your Day statement was brought to you from Proverbs chapter 31, verse 25.